Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Rimworld, our zombie survival scenario. Let's go ahead and get started. I've got a few things here to sort of explain to you guys and show you guys before we actually get the footage rolling, so we'll start off with that. The very first being that I've laid out how I want to do the perimeter for around the base. In the last episode, I kind of talked about how I wanted to set up the outer wall of the base and showed you guys that, but now I'm going to show you guys the inner wall that I've laid out and show you how I'm going to set that up. And it'll give you a basic idea of how I'm going to do defenses, at least the double wall system I had talked about previously in the past. So what we've got here is we've got the outer wall, which is going to take this area. We settled on limestone because there was plenty of limestone on the map I could use for the outer wall. And then here we've got an inner wall, and you can see I've already zoned it out. That's going to go down and around and follow the entire perimeter of our outer wall, creating a two-wall system for better defense against zombies, but also against raiders. Now for that inner wall, I might actually do granite for the inner wall, since granite does have a higher health value than limestone, so it would buy us a little bit more time, and I think it would work out pretty well, so that way we're not using all of our limestone. We've got a pretty good amount of granite laying around, probably not enough to do the whole entire inner wall, but we've got plenty of limestone to get the outer wall done, and then we can start picking away at the inner wall whilst we're doing other things and deconstructing some of the buildings in here. I don't think we're going to need the inner wall too early, although I probably shouldn't speak too soon, because the next changes I'm going to discuss with you guys are going to show you why I could be wrong about that, and I might regret that statement later. So basically what I did, I guess I can't exactly show you, but I removed two mods from my playthrough. And this is a decision I totally decided to make myself. Nobody influenced it or anything like that. And you guys can let me know down below in the description, or in the comment section, not the description, but in the comment section, let me know what your opinion is on it. But it's already kind of a done deed, because I think I'm going to have a little bit more enjoyment with these two mods gone. So the first one I removed is the time mod, the time-based dangers mod. So basically what that mod did originally is it went off of the time in the game to calculate raid size and dangers in the game, instead of going off of what the vanilla game goes off of, which is your wealth amount, or how much wealth your colony has generated. Now, the original reason I had that mod is because if we actually go here into history, and we take a look at the wealth graph, you can see that right off the bat, we've started with an abnormally large amount of wealth, way more than any normal Rimworld game would start with. And then as we've discovered more of the map, we've only created, about tripled, almost quadrupled our wealth amount up here at the top. And as we continue to discover more wealth, we're going to keep raising that bar. So Randy's going to throw some pretty sizable raids at us pretty quickly. We've got a manhunter pack, but aside from that, we actually haven't had a raid in a while. So that is the one thing I removed, is because the game was kind of moving a little bit slower than I wanted it to, and I was afraid that once we got our first raid, it was going to be the typical one guy appears on the map, and then after about 20 episodes, we'd finally start getting, 20, 30 episodes, we start getting some decent sized raids, and I was like, you know what, I'm not going to wait that long for those types of raids. We've already got a pretty well kited out group. We've got resources we're working on. Everybody's got pretty good guns. Let's just get the action going now and start getting some good sized raids in here. With all the builder bots and everything handling a lot of the construction and hauling, we've got our 5 guys here, and they're built to fight. So let's let them fight. This is going to speed up the process of us getting defenses and whatnot up, but that's kind of why we're working at it right now. The other mod I removed was the Dire Raids mod. And basically what that does is just creates an event in the game where occasionally you might have a raid pop up that doesn't use the standard point system for purchasing characters for the raid, but actually pretty much gives the AI freedom to use 3 times or 4 times more points than it normally would use, which can lead to 3 times or 4 times more powerful raids or more numbers in raids. And I decided that since we are going to be removing the time-based dangers mod, that we would also remove that one because I didn't want to end up with a 200+ man raid all equipped with doomsday launchers and stuff like that. As funny as it would be, it would probably break the game and most importantly break my heart. So I just made a judgment call on removing that, so that wouldn't happen. But, you know, feel free to continue your playthroughs with the mods if you would like to. Obviously, I've already played this without the time-based dangers mod. If you watched my first playthrough, then you saw what that was like, and we pretty much lost a lot of people because the raids just got, you know, they were just crazy right out the gate. But I think it'll be a little bit different this time around because, like I said, I'm starting with a few more people, and they're a little bit better equipped than our previous run. So we're just going to give it a shot. So we got almost 500 zombies on the map. I'm just going to let it run in the background here. And what I've done is, aside from having the 2 wall system all laid out, I've gone ahead and just queued up a ton of things for our builder bots to do. So that's what they're running around doing. The main thing right now is they're actually disconnecting any of the power conduits that fall too close to our wall. I don't want a mishap where a power conduit inside of our wall maybe connects up with the city grid or the old city grid, because that could be draining on our systems if I don't notice it. So I decided that my best bet is to just go ahead, go around the outside edge of the map off camera, and basically remove the power conduits that are too close to the wall so that doesn't happen. Builder bot here was actually fighting that zombie, and while he took a pretty good beating, he actually held his own, which is great. So the bots do get attacked by zombies. I mentioned this in the past before, but you can see it there in action, and the bots will actually defend themselves, which I think is pretty cool. We've got this wall here down in the bottom right-hand corner all done, which is nice because that large group of zombies keeps wandering closer and closer to the base, heading north as they get drawn towards the sound of construction happening up here. So I think that having that's going to help us a lot. Let's go ahead and reinstall an extra battery over here. There's a bunch of batteries down in here, and we're probably going to pull those out at some point. There's also an electric smelter here, and I think I'm going to go ahead and claim that and reinstall it inside of our base. I'm actually going to throw it up over here and just go ahead and shrink this zone a bit, because I'm hoping that we can get some metal chunks hauled over there at some point, and we can start turning those into steel, because we really cannot have too much steel. But getting more marble chunks and everything set up to be hauled as well. So our man here will continue to make blocks. The farm is looking good. It's done nothing but rain for like the last 3 episodes. I guess that's a good thing. Even though some buildings are burning, the rain, for the most part, has kept fire down, which means buildings are staying up a lot longer, which means items inside the buildings are not burning, which I have terrible luck with. So that makes me a happy man, though. Not bad at all. I've gone ahead and allowed them to haul a lot of this gold and play steel, bring it back to base, since we're technically paying for it being on the map anyways, because the game doesn't differentiate the items on the map from our actual own claimed wealth. Whatever is on the map is automatically claimed by us, technically. That's probably not the right way to word that, but basically everything that's on the map is going to contribute to the total wealth, regardless of whether we claim it or not. I know some people are confused about that. They're like, oh, Sabouts, just don't claim as much and your wealth won't go up. But the wealth is what it is. It's nothing to do with claiming. So yeah, since we're pretty much already paying for this anyways, we might as well go ahead and haul it back to base, use it, or trade it. So I've queued that up. I might make some gold doors, some play steel tables, stuff like that. Now, one interesting thing I should probably point out too, while I'm letting the bots work in the background here, is that you can kind of get the wealth off the map. And what I mean by that is, you know, if we push really hard to deconstruct items on the map, to get walls torn down and moved, to get items traded off of the map to caravans, stuff like that, if we work really hard to get that done, the wealth can go down. So it is possible to lower it. I only know because playing this game by myself, I've played it long enough in a single run to know that I can directly affect the wealth and ultimately kind of affect the raid sizes by deconstructing buildings and getting the resources off the map. So there is sometimes a push to get resources off the map or get certain things deconstructed to lower the wealth. Some people might think that's different or maybe a little more hands-on than they would like it to be, but to be honest with you, I think it's kind of a cool feature. I don't know why, but it just adds something way super unique that you wouldn't normally deal with. So I'm perfectly fine with going around deconstructing, moving things, selling things, and just overall trying to get stuff off the map. You can see here I'm actually going ahead and allowing a few more things to be hauled as well, especially cloth, because I do want to focus on bedrooms here at some point. And I'd like to do carpet for the floors, and since we almost have carpet making, we're about 3/4 of the way there. I think that that could be handy for us. I might actually have some of these resources hauled out of here and maybe torn back down to their basics as well to either be traded or sold. All right, so how are we looking with everything else? I got to get the wall through here. That could still be some time, but I could go ahead and do the limestone wall through here. I believe if I connect that, it looks like, other than these buildings I got to deconstruct and move around, the wall will be done besides the areas I need to replace, such as here, but will be completely walled in. So that means I can deconstruct the walls on the inside and start getting those moved around. It'll allow our bots to move around a little bit freer as well. Nope. So that's not a bad thing. That means this could be deconstructed. And actually removing all this granite here will probably give me enough granite or close to enough granite to finish at least one full section of inner wall. I guess I'll pick the side that I think is at the most risk maybe and do it like that. I don't know. I'll have to think that through on how I actually want to handle that situation. But regardless, we're going to be able to do it. Let's definitely queue up this stuff to be deconstructed. Anything that's in the way, or even maybe on the opposite side of the wall we want hauled, we'll have hauled. And we'll set up all of this to be deconstructed. In fact, I'll just set this up to be deconstructed like this. Although that will expose me if I do that. So let's hold off there. But they could deconstruct all of this to make room for the limestone wall. I might deconstruct that. I got to think it through. I mean, leaving exterior stuff on the outside of the wall is not going to hurt me. So, and I can always deconstruct the limestone wall later to go out and get the rest of those resources when we've got some downtime. So it's not a super big deal just yet. How's everybody's needs looking? Unslightly environment looks like poor Ark here is trying to find a mate. He's not having a lot of luck with it though, because both Lord and Dr. Phil told him to go pound sand. And looks like No Name also trying to get in with Lord here, but that didn't go well for him. So I guess Lord is just a strong, independent woman who's upset that he actually had to push some of these people away. Also in serious pain. Oh, yeah, that's because Lord got muscle parasites. I forgot to mention that, but he's already tended to it. So I guess we'll just see what happens. Let's have No Name real quick deal with this threat, since it is trying to attack us anyways, or at least it's trying to go after one of our cassowaries. There we go. Crisis diverted. Kitchen bot should come grab that up. And German Shepherd. Okay, that should not be a problem for us. Makes me feel a lot better. I got to get these walls replaced as well. But that's not as important to me just yet. I think what is important to me is probably getting everything else in here. I guess hauled out of here to be sold, broke down, or traded so that I can do this wall. But to do this wall is going to require me It's going to require me to remove that layer of flooring as well, which I definitely want to do. And I haven't decided how I want to do the bases yet. I see that there's wood bridges here, and there's actually wood bridges up here, which I completely forgot about a while back. I can remove these wood bridges. I'm guessing it's water underneath this area. Not a huge deal. We do have a mod in the ability to research heavy bridges and then later on deep water bridges, which I don't think we'll need. But the heavy bridges will allow us to build bridges that can hold heavier walls. So this shouldn't be too much of a problem if it is water, but it's definitely unfortunate and going to hinder my ability to be able to build until I either get rid of the water some way or deconstruct the bridge. But like I said, I gotta figure out first what's even under this bridge. Oh, we should go ahead and mine some of this out too, just so we can get down and build some wall there. Plus we'll use this stuff. I see the hauling bot's about to have its first run in. Not super lucky, but handled it really well. And I might actually put a door here and do a little mine shaft through here just to harvest some of the resources. If there's any other areas like this area here, I might build a tunnel to this and harvest resources out of there. Since those are the two closest, I don't see anything else. But we can make that decision a little later on. Obviously, it doesn't need to be made right now. Why don't we go ahead and have them deconstruct this for more limestone as well. And yeah, we'll have them deconstruct this limestone door. I know that kind of opens up our base, but I'm going to go ahead and set them to remove this flooring here, so we can get those first walls up. And we'll deconstruct that limestone door, and I'll have them go ahead and replace with limestone. I guess all of that right there. Everything else looks good. I'll replace that with limestone too, because that'll get me some granite. And those three, and I guess that one. And that one might as well just replace, actually, instead of deconstructing. I'll have to do it like this. Actually, I could do it with this as well. Alright, minor break risk. Yeah, everybody's a little rough right now because they're all trying to date each other. Recreation deprived. Okay, let's take a look at the schedules. I thought I set this up good enough. Obviously not. Everybody seems to be pretty busy. The main problem with the main problem is because of removing the time-based dangers mod, all of a sudden these guys lost the low expectations boost, so they're all just going to be like this for a little bit. We'll just have to deal with it as it is. There's not a whole lot I can do about it. Hopefully the psychic emanator helps them out a little bit. Hopefully some other stuff helps them out. I think I'm going to put a psychic emanator out here in the garden, I guess. Why not? They're going to be out here tending a lot, mainly over here. This would hit the whole area. So why don't we do that? And I've got the psychic emanators. We'll put another one over here as well. Trying to think if there's other areas. I don't think there is right now. I could put them by the bedrooms, but they don't get a mood boost when they're sleeping anyways. Their mood just holds off, so it probably wouldn't help to do that. And then let's go ahead and hunt this duck. And I'm missing a cassowary. I thought I had 3 of them, but I'm only seeing 2. And one's male, one's female. I guess that's fine. I need to hunt this cougar as well, I think. He's going to start eating my stuff. All right, I hear gunshots. Oh, Lord, just hunting. Okay. Don't hit. He's trying his best. All right, so the first harvest of rice is coming in, which is good. I'm feeling a lot better about food now. If Lord destroys that solar panel, I'm going to be a little upset. But I'm feeling a lot better about food. I think I researched solar panels, though, so I can build them out anyways. I just haven't made up my mind on where I want to put them. And we seem to be doing well with power. I do need to find a location that would make a nice little power area. Maybe right here. That probably makes the most sense. I would have to remove the roof from here to be able to do that. Zombies hovering right around 500 right now, which is good. It looks like we've gotten rid of all of the power conduit as well, outside of the walls, which makes me happy. Yeah, I'll end up getting rid of this anyways, is what I'll do, this solar generator, once I get a new one up. So yeah, if they can remove this roof, I'll get all of this deconstructed, and we'll start talking about maybe having a little power station over here. An area with a couple solar generators. We can put up 2 windmills, have a little battery storage area, and an area for the vanometric power cell. And we'll wall it all off to make it a bit of a safer area. I think the bedrooms are going to go over here for sure. Storage area over here. Still haven't decided on the kitchen or dining area though. Probably actually bedrooms here, or maybe... No, I think the bedroom should definitely go here. Okay, and there is our first mental break of the playthrough. Having a food binge, and Ark's not going to be too far behind him, but catharsis should help us a bit. Now, he's hungry right now. We should be able to deal with that, but I can't do anything about them being rebuffed here. And I guess the food binge is better than maybe wandering out and getting killed. If there's one thing that can really mess us up in this run here, it is people wandering and getting killed by zombies. So that's like a really big thing we've got to watch for in this run. Because that can really get you. Alright. Floors have still not been removed. That's pretty typical. The bots usually take a little bit longer to get that. Maybe tomorrow we'll go ahead and queue somebody up to work on that. But they're doing great getting all that done. And getting it replaced. This floor in here's got to be removed as well, so I'll go ahead and queue that up. In fact, they might as well just go ahead and remove all this flooring, because once I wall this off, I'm not really going to be able to get to it without opening the wall up, which I can do, but if I just get the floor removed, then I get those extra resources. Like I said, I could put somebody on it. Maybe myself? It looks like everybody's going to be ready to go to bed here soon. Hey, Lord's playing the... oh, Lord's playing... Lord's playing the harpsichord here, whilst me and Ark enjoy. Nice joint. I guess that should help everybody's mood a little bit. Yep, there we go. That's not a bad thing. I'm fine with that. And Lord snapped out of it. I guess that was the final thing there to help him out. Alright, found the other cast warrior as well. That makes me feel better. And they are getting these hooked up. I guess if we don't need this, I won't build it. Assuming simple meal. So yeah, everybody should be getting to bed here in a minute. I've got another hauling bot, so let's get him moving. Can't have too many hauling bots. I've got tons of stuff still queued up to be hauled. How's the stockpile looking? Pretty good amount of spots. Let's see, 2. Well, nope, I take that back. We've filled everything up again. No matter how many times I have them haul resources out of here, all of it just fills right back up because we've got so much. Especially blocks. We're going to be using marble here in a bit once we start constructing buildings on the inside. We've got a marble billiards table here. Why don't we go ahead and set that up? So that way it frees up a spot. Hopefully we can get some traders here soon, although I can't remember. I think this is the only comms console we have, and we're not going to have our own comms console for quite some time. So I might have to run power out there so we can use that. We will have a door here connecting the base, so that shouldn't be an issue. But that does remind me I've got to get a limestone door built right here. And I'll need a limestone door here. And right there. And right there. Alright, so my 4 limestone doors. And let's go ahead and replace this around the door with limestone, so that's all done. Oh boy. Let's see how he handles it. He's a hauling bot 1. He might be okay. Yep, he got it. Those hauling bots, they've got a little bit of bite to them, so that's good. We definitely need it. Definitely need it. Perfect. And hauling bot getting the gold and the play steel hauled back when they can. What do we got here? Electric smithy. I think we're going to need that. Any other workbenches we could set up or anything else we could deconstruct to clear up a little bit of room? I don't think so right now. Electric smithy. Let's see, the smelter. We can smelt weapon or apparels. Like this knife. Could be smelted. We've got wooden war masks. Just stuff we probably don't need. But I definitely don't want... Yeah, we don't really need any melee weapons, but I don't want them to do... See, that's the tricky thing, because I don't want them to smelt... I mean, we're probably not going to use melee weapons at all. But I don't want them to run around and start smelting stuff that actually could be pretty useful. Alright, everybody's getting some rest. Lord should have catharsis now, but the muscle parasite's definitely hurting him. But we should see that mood go up. No Name, on the other hand, drowsy. That should go away here. And other than that, that's about it. But now when they're working the farms, they'll at least get that psychic emanator bonus. Alright, doors are being put up. I think next day I'll have Dr. Phil start getting these tech prints going, because that'll clear up some space. And I want to get power ran to this comms console from the base, because like I said, I'm not going to have a comms console for a while. So let's deconstruct the conduit going out to here, so that way we don't have any issues with that. We'll get these standing lamps deconstructed so they don't connect to my grid and burn more power than they need to. Might as well deconstruct that marble billiards table because I'm going to need the marble. And then I can run power, I guess, just straight into here for now. No other better way to do it. We'll just do that till we have a better solution. I've got the orbital trade beacons in here, but I don't actually have power running to them. So I'll have to do that. And I'll have to run this one down to here. That should hit that orbital trade beacon. I should get one more put in here, but if I don't, I don't. At least I could trade out of these two. Oh, and another zombie attack. Oh boy. That jumps us up to 1,300 zombies on the map. That's not good. Oh, and they're going to cause a little bit of a... Yeah, okay. We'll just let them spawn in and we'll check it out in a second. So that makes the south part of the map a lot more dangerous because these groups of zombies are wandering around. Still destroying stuff, actually. You can see that they're destroying stuff in this room. There's a cleaner bot in there. And then now they're going to be destroying stuff in the north. So we're really not going to get to a lot of items for a bit. I do still want to see what's inside these larger buildings over here. And buildings that are a little bit closer to the base, such as this building, could have some good items. Oh, a yak. I'm bummed I missed that. That'd be a good job for Lord if he ends up coming around with his catharsis. I'm going to reinstall this telescope over here outside our temporary rec area. I might start tearing some of this floor up or something soon. Alright, the power conduit's been installed inside the base, over here at least. So that orbital trade beacon's hooked up. Hopefully we'll get some trading soon. I actually should be able to build a drop zone, but I haven't... Yeah, I got a drop spot and stuff. I can put that down. Spot for trade ships to drop their items. I guess we'll put that here in the center for now, where I know I'm not going to change anything because it blends in. And then we'll figure it out from there. What I want to do with it. I might redo all the roads anyways. I don't think I'm going to keep them. Maybe the road out here or something. I don't know. I'll probably redo all that at some point. With something else that we've got plenty of. Probably slate. We should have a ton of slate on this map. So we'll be able to start burning that up. And getting slate out of some of these items that we can deconstruct. Psychic Animal Pulsar, Psychic Soothe Pulsar. I want to get that hauled back. I can go ahead and use that too in this early game to kind of get us by until we start getting some nicer bedrooms and stuff put down. Did I find any other... I got side trainers. But I wanted to see if I got any other skill trainers. Right there's one for medical. So that'd be all Dr. Phil. Or have him use that skill trainer there. His medical is already at 18, so that should cap him out at 20. Maybe if we can start throwing bionics in people as well. And another skill trainer for medical. Well, I guess I can give that to somebody else. Maybe I don't. Maybe I shouldn't give it to Dr. Phil. He's already got a medical of 18. I should maybe give it to somebody else. Medical of 4. Does anybody else have a passion for it? Medical 4. I guess I can give it to me. That one and the other one. Then we can have 2 doctors, I guess. And since I'm not doing a whole lot, it's probably not a bad idea. How's the zombies? Oh boy. They're on the move. And causing damage. And they're trailing south already pretty quickly. They're gonna all follow each other. But I think we're alright for a bit. There is a dead polar bear here, which I wouldn't mind the kitchen bot going and grabbing up. As well as all of these dead geese. That'll give us some more meat. We can use it to make kibble or whatever else. I have a couple kitchen bots. So they might run out there and do that. How are we looking on wildlife? A lot less than it was before. I think that's going to be more and more common. Here's a bunch more as well. Yikes. All right. Let's go grab all that up, I guess. More cleaners and kitchen bots. I did queue some of this stuff up to be hauled, so I guess whenever they get to it. From level 4 to 10, Jesus. That's a pretty significant difference. So he's going to go do the other one? Wow, he might actually get pretty up there. Sweet. Alright, it'll be handy. That makes me very happy. Alright, they're deconstructing that. Looks like they are getting the power conduit set up. It makes me very happy. I'll get this door deconstructed to help me out some. And then I guess we'll probably see some builder bots any second now. Working on the flooring, I got to imagine, as they start to run out of stuff to do. I'm not going to get to that warg. The kitchen bot's going to try to grab these over here, but I don't know how he's going to do. Maybe we should send somebody to deal with that. How many kitchen bots do I got? 2 of them currently. I don't think I have any more kitchen bots hanging out, though. I think I've got just the 2 for now. Then a couple crafting bots. Okay, level 11? No, level 13 he got. Okay. Alright, level 13. I'll take it. No name, once you're done repairing that, why don't we have you go ahead and start removing this flooring in here. Or just go do it now. That's fine too. Alright, so the polar bear got hauled. Now, are they going right to butchering? I see it's kind of full in here. I could have all the medicine moved to a different spot for now, since this is full, or we could up the amount of meals we're making, which would help clear some of this up. A lot of it's actually medical. Medicine doesn't spoil generally for a long time, so why don't we do a stockpile in a safe area over here by the ER bot to store some of our medical supplies. So basically clear all but medicine. We'll just do medicine. And we'll just leave medicine here, but this is already preferred. We'll make this, I guess, critical for medicine. So they should move all that. That'll free up a little bit of freezer space. I'll up the amount of meals to 200, I guess, just to keep it moving as well. Because we've got all that meat coming in. I hear gunshots. Let's take a look. Okay, Lord's hunting that cougar. Not a bad idea. Because I don't want him going manhunter here. He probably will do that if we don't get him out of the way. I think we hit him. Yep. Yeah, he's bleeding out. As is. Alright, perfect. So I think we'll leave it off here. Pretty successful video here. Ooh, builder bots heading out. Where are they going, though? Let's take a look at that real quick. They're going for something. Whatever it is, it must be very important. I just want to see where they're going real quick. I gotta see what I gotta do to make it so they don't obviously do what they're doing. I mean, I can start zoning them. I'm just trying not to, because what happens when I zone them is they will become really inefficient. I actually don't know where they're going. They must be trying to get down here, but I didn't think I set anything up down there to be built. But that sure would seem to be where they're trying to go. Oh, they want to get to this little bit of power conduit down here. Really? I mean, one of them can handle it, but all of them are trying to go for it at once. Oh my god. Actually, they're all... Yeah, they're going to try to get this one here too. Oh boy. See, he's the one that's going to finish this last one. I guess the rest of them are done. Now they're going to head back to base. All right, I'll have to get a wall or something over here to hopefully deal with that. I can't have them going out like that. That's dangerous. Especially the way that they did it. See, they're going to end up, it's not going to be good. I guess if we lose one, we lose one. I'm hoping that won't be the case. Oh, I forgot about this whole room here. See, they're heading super far now because they don't know what to do. I'm going to deactivate them and see if they'll head straight back. And then we'll reactivate them once they get back to base. They went out to deconstruct that power conduit, but they shouldn't head back out again. I don't think I have. I don't see any other power conduit over here besides this one, which I'll just go ahead and cancel. I don't see any other one set up, so that should be fine. All right, so like I said, we'll leave it off here since we're out of time. I'll go ahead and mess around off camera a little bit, and I'm guessing next episode there is a very real possibility we might see a raid or something that Randy random throws at us. We'll just have to wait and see. Who knows, maybe even some more zombies. Most of them burned again, but a lot of them scattered up and filled this northern area, so the map's getting a little bit more dangerous every episode. I want to thank you all for joining me. Hope that you've enjoyed it. Look forward to seeing you next time.